Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. It's always an honor and privilege to continue to do this work. A real quick video from dailystar.co.uk. Says ring of fire eclipse could be sign of apocalypse, sending darkness over the Holy Land. Now this was posted up June 18th, 2020, which I think is like 5 days ago. But I'm gonna bring it out anyway because I brought it out at camp. And it's a sign that these heathens, they're dismayed at the signs of heaven. Reading the article, it says, in a striking coincidence, the 2020 summer solstice will occur on the same day as a major annual eclipse, but some believe it's more than a coincidence and that the darkness will fall on June 21st is a sign that apocalypse is near. An annual eclipse takes place when the moon is too far away in its orbit to completely block out the sun, creating an eerie ring of fire effect. The solar eclipse this Sunday is the first time the breathtaking phenomenon has occurred this year, and experts say it will be the deepest one of the century as it will take place during solstice when the sun is at maximum elevation, and that's what it looks like. But we're not dismayed at the signs of heaven as being in this truth, knowing the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and his doctrine. So people that are a lesser sort, I'll say, of faith, they don't understand that this was already talked about and spoke about for us not to marvel at it, man. This is I'm just gonna get to the point. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the words which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus say Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them." So these heathens are dismayed at them. That's why they bug out. That's why they're posting certain articles concerning things of this nature, because they're bugging out. This is Joel chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 30. It says, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth." So these are wonders that the Most High is showing too, because it says he's going to show them in the heavens. It says, and in the earth. So that's why you got certain things like water turning into what people will say blood, or certain new moons being blood moons or pink moons or super blue moons, or this ring of fire, man, from the solar eclipse. It says, "Before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come." Yeah, so this is the signs that he's showing you before that terrible and great day, man. It says, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call." Because, hey, the day of the Lord is fastly approaching, man. And it's not going to be a walk in the park as some may think. Real quick, this is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. It says, "The great day of Yahweh is near, it is near, and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make it even speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And how is he going to do that? By the sword in which is going to bathe in heaven, man. So I'll get it real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 34. Um, I'll just start at the top. It says, "Come near, you heathens, to hear, and hearken, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood," which is all symbolic of the death and bloodshed that's going to take place, which is symbolic because those thermonuclear missiles are going to evaporate they're going to melt the elements. It's going to be so hot. Verse 4 says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree." And that's how the arcing angel, arcing or arching angle of those missiles are, as if uh, uh, a falling fig a falling fig fell from a fig tree, man. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven," which is those thermonuclear missiles. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea," which is Esau, the so-called white man, "and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lamb and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." Because really, America, if you think about it in that sense, is the altar. Oh, not the well, yeah, the altar, and the people, the wicked, are the slaughter, man, the sacrifice. And he's gonna send fire upon that altar and burn all the sacrifice up, man. Which is the wicked, 2/3 in these other nations, man. You know, bring this scripture out. This is Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So that day that's coming is gonna burn like an oven. That's how much intense the heat is gonna be. Amos 9 verse 8, "Behold, the eyes of Yahweh the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom, which is America, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said Yahweh." Yeah, he's not going to utterly destroy you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He has a group of us called the elect that he's going to deliver in these times, man. And with that, hope at least one brother, the elect, is edified. Let me say shalom.